This video here, we're going to give this guy some carving fusion flowers starting right there and right here, but we'll only film there. So flowers can come in any shapes or styles that you want. You know, you can do like fantasy flowers, you can do real flowers, you can do like, what are those things? Friggin' sunflower seed flowers. Let's give this one a big center here. I'm just winging it. I don't have any flower in mind. And then the petals, I'm just going to kind of do this. Try and make the petals somewhat the same length. When I'm carving, I can actually adjust them better. See, this one's kind of small here. So what I'm going to do is just, let's just draw on some more flower petals. And this is just a quick carving that I'm doing. I think anybody can start, once they get into Dremel carving, can carve flowers. And I kind of make them so they extend off the end too, so it kind of keeps the piece flowing. It's just like fish scales or anything. It's just something I feel like doing, and I think some people have been saying I should do a flower video. So you see, I'm just drawing them on quickly here. And then once I get carving, I'll wrap them around this edge of the wood spirit's head. You know, it seems complicated looking at it, but maybe not right now when I'm drawing it on, but once you carve it, it's not that really complicated at all. It's just doing your first cuts, doing all the cuts, then doing tapering each flower petal down and making each one, like you got to see where the, so these two flower petals here, this one right in here would be, I'd be cut, this is why I always say cut deeper, right? Cut deeper in here and then here and around here to make these flower petals stick off. And sometimes, you know, like see this flower petal here? Don't pay attention to this line. But sometimes you need to make, you have to cut deeper on different angles. You just want like this. Slow down, Jordy. Let me just start cutting. I'll get, I'm going to do an aluminum, one of those cheap Chinese cutters I'm going to start off with. Right, we're just going to do the cuts with this. You can get these on Amazon. The deeper that you cut, the deeper that you got to carve. So just remember that too. I'm going to be carving this super fast. 3, 2, 1. Turn the fan on. It helps to give your some petal some movement too, just like kind of. Okay, so just cut all your lines in. So the neater that you cut your lines in, and you take your time cutting, following the exact lines, the nicer your flower will come out to be. Like just because I'm carving like a crazy freak doesn't mean that you have to. Okay, so I'll finish this off, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to keep on using this burr, see how it works. These Chinese burrs, the 3 cutters, are basically act more as chisels, like chisels. So let's start working on the flower petals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just taper these ones down around the flower. I'm going to taper them down into the center thing, whatever it is. And then we'll start working on branching them out from here. Okay, so I'll clean this up later. So now, like, for example, here's this petal here. Now let's dig it deeper down. You got a petal here and a petal here, and let's dig inside here deeper down. Okay, same with here. Okay, so now here's this petal here, right here. So you see this petal, and they're coming around towards the wood spirit's forehead. I still haven't finished this, but where was I? So this petal, and where's a pen? I want to make this petal, all where I'm drawing right here, stick out. So this petal here, where I'm hitting the dots, I got to carve that deeper, so it looks like it's tucking. I got to carve this one deeper so it looks like it's tucking underneath that petal right there. I might have to switch burrs. I think it's probably a good idea if I do. Okay, so we got to take this part underneath this part. So this petal sideways, coming down, right? We want to take this, carve it deep right there, underneath that petal. And don't forget you got this petal that needs to stick up higher than this. So all this right here, I'm going to carve it deep. And then it will look like your petals are moving, right? Not just sticking up like this. They'll give it movement. Like this right here, this will give the piece movement. Now you see that? See how I just did that? I cut deeper in there. Now this petal overhangs that. See how we're starting to get layers? It's all layering, just like fish scales or dragon scales. But this, you have movement in flower petals, right? They're not all exactly the same. Let me switch burrs, and I'm going to use my Ram micro carver here. Okay, so I got the silver burr in here, Kutzall. Let's put this taper burr in, so then we can get nice sharp into the deep spots. And I'll slow down. Okay, so let's turn this piece around. So right here. Okay, right here. Right here, because your center's here, and you want them to come out. I'm going to carve all this deep in here. Actually, let's start right here, sorry. I'm going to carve where I painted through this black. I'm going to carve it deep so these petals are sticking above this one. So it's tucked underneath these ones. Oops, wrong petal. Got to set up the right petal. Okay, so I'm going to carve where I painted all this black. Now see how those petals are? Right? So now this one. Or no. I know it gets confusing when you first start doing it, but after a while it sinks in. Now this one. It's just layering. That's all it is. See, I'm getting this one to pop off. You can do some undercuts too if you want. Okay, so this one I gotta do right here, and this one, this petal coming around this petal coming around the side. I gotta take all these off, these petals, because you got a petal cap. We'll call them petal tips. We got a petal tip here and a petal tip here. So this I gotta take off this, because the petals are moving. Now see how they're all starting to pop? Carve deeper. Okay, so on the edge here, you see that little triangle. Well, it's really nothing. It's a petal, but you're not going to, the petal tip would end up out where my finger is. So let's just, you see how taking that down, this petal tip comes off the carving. I know it's rushed. I didn't want to make this a long video, and I wasn't even planning on doing a flower video. But it's just layers. That's all it is, and it's not complicated at all. See how I tucked this petal underneath that one? Can we get some better lighting here? There we go. Now we're getting some shading. See that? So this petal needs to be, this one needs to stay high, and this one needs to go low where I'm tapping. Just always try to remember your petal tips. Okay, that one, this is the tip. This is the tip right here. This one needs to tuck underneath that tip. All these are tips. Tuck it under. It's kind of a mess right there. The more, I think when you're doing the petals, the more the more not so perfect fish scales, the better that they'll look. Okay, so now we gotta, right here, I gotta cut this underneath there to get these ones to pop out. I'm just roughing this out right now. I'll clean it up after. And you know, your petals, you can go like this. You can do undercuts. Then you can give them the lines just like that. Okay, so a nice big petal line in there. Okay. I'm going to stop this video, guys, right now. I'm going to put this carving up against the wall so you guys can see what we've done here. So you can see tips, 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 tips. Okay, so what I just showed you, there's the uncarved petals, and here's the carved ones. So you see how each petal overlaps each petal? Just think about the petal tips coming out. So now there's a bigger flower down here, like this could possibly be a dogwood. So I know I kind of rushed that. So let me put the camera in the overhead. We'll give this so art's odd numbers. We'll give this guy 3 petals. 1, 2, 3. And I'll do bigger petals. So these are the flowers petals here, but then we'll do like the green petals on the outside, like sharper ones. This is a little bit tricky for me to do because I'm running out of room to put my carving. So we got 1 leaf petal coming out here, 1 coming out here, and let's do let's just leave this kind of bark, and 1 up here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is cut on the outside of these lines with the same burr. I'm not going to switch the burr. I'm going to use this taper burr, and it's going to make me slow down a lot more. And let's just run live with this, okay? Give it some movement. Take away your cut line. Uh-oh. That's okay. Perfect. That had to come off anyways. You know, you got your cut line in there and you want to feather it, it away. So let's do on the outside of this petal, this leaf petal. Like say if I was going to paint this blue, the flower, the round part, blue or purple or whatever, then I'd paint these ones green because these are like leaf petals, like a dogwood. I always try and carve cherry blossoms, but they always turn out to be dogwoods. Let me just kind of cut on the outside of this. Feather away your cut marks, right? Okay, so now here's this petal. Now, all we need to do is cut it here and here. So it looks like it's tucking underneath these. Feather it down. Get rid of your cut marks. Boom, just like that. Now you can put your thing in there. And that's all it takes. So see this round dogwood petal? See how they're different? This is small, this is big. I just do it on quick. Now I got to tuck this part under that petal right here. It gives it movement, so it's not just, it's hard to explain, but I hope you can understand. Carve a bit deeper. Well, I should have rounded it out to the center first. This ram's such a nice tool. See that? The more you do, and the more open-minded you are, the more you're going to get it. Carve deeper, right? Do some undercuts. I know it's getting to be off the camera. So let's do this petal right here. Let's see if I can get it on screen. Okay, so let's first of all, let's round these down towards the... Let's cut around this petal. We're just removing outside of the flower right now. See how I'm removing my cuts and feathering them away? Okay, I gotta do that up here too, sorry. This is like a relief carving. If you got to cut in there and give it more depth, cut it and give it more depth. See, cut, remove. Okay. So here's that petal, right? This is the leaf petal. I'm going to cut. Handpiece is so quiet, sometimes I forget it's running. I'm going to cut here and here. Sorry. Where's those black lines? Right here. I'm going to cut deep in there underneath these petals to make these ones, to make this tucked underneath those. And I know I repeat, and I don't care. Cut underneath it. Like I said, sometimes you got to cut deeper. Carve deeper. Sorry, it's super hard for me to see here with my angle. I'm tucking this one. I'm tucking this part right here underneath that round petal. And there's our little wrinkle lines from the leaves. Okay. We got one more here to do. We might as well do it. I'm just going to turn this piece around. So we got this last piece here. Hold on. I just cut, and you always got to take the time removing the wood after you do the cut. So you don't see a cut bump there. Now, again, this petal right here, I don't know how well you guys can see on the camera. Let's see if we can get some shadows here. So where I'm drawing this pen on, I'm going to cut it deeper down underneath these two petals. That easy. Kind of get a little bit of an undercut in there because you see that shadow. So right here I have to carve a bit deeper, then feather it out. Always try to feather your cuts out. Tuck this under there. that's it. So let me get this. I'll clean it up after, but let me get it set up so you guys can see what we just did. And like I just showed, you can give your flowers dots, or you can leave them normal. Carve your wood spirit eyes. But I'm going to paint these flowers too. So that's a dogwood. It's going to be dogwood. It's going to be blue and whatever. And I'll paint up there later tonight after Gold Rush. Yep, just paint it on. Paint it on. Carving Fusion rustic style. That's what this is going to be. Holy cow, Jordan, did you ever ruin that? Shut up, it's not done yet. Anyways, that's enough for me today. I'll make another video how I finish it, because the big boss is waiting for me to make dinner. Cat food dinner. Okay, bye.